provincial affiliates to obtain financial backing from local municipalities and then bid for some of South Africa's marquee cricket events, including the always popular New Year's Test match and the Pink ODI, which has rapidly grown in popularity over the years. Now, this is apparently contained in an email from CSA's Chief Financial Officer Nase Apey, now titled Partnerships with Cities and Hosting of Cricket Events, England and Australia Tours 2019 and 2020 and beyond. Joining me now, senior cricket reporter and analyst here at SABC News, Mluleki Ntsabo, is in Durban. Mlu, welcome to the program. Speak to me. When we saw this come up, we said, some said, as I said, money-making scheme. Some said, there's a possibility to even get a test match in a small city like Paarl.
Yeah, good evening, Tabiso, and to our viewers. It has a lot of implications. The bad side, there's a good side to it as well. But it's quick to point out, and I think people that are pointing out all the negatives, they are justified, in my opinion. Traditionally, as you said, for 8 years now, we have a Pink One ODI at the Wanderers. Mm-hmm. Then we have a New Year's Test match at Newlands. Those are sort of a calendar events that that in those separate regions, that's what is happening. So now that's about to change. As you say, Paarl could host a test match, a Boxing Day test match, or a Pink ODI, as you said. But also, as it has been specified on an email, reportedly to have said all these unions need to hold meetings and also form some partnerships with the municipalities. I am not too sure if that is feasible, to be quite honest. And also, as you said, if you are going to compare Buffalo City Municipality, I'm just making an example, with Cape Town or Western Cape Municipality or whatever, the municipality that has the financials. There's no chance, the municipality from East London. So probably it will still remain the same, where you find that Wanderers are keeping their Pink ODI event, but now there's a partnership which makes it complicated, as much as Cricket South Africa trying to alleviate a lot of cost that event could in games gone by.
Fair enough, really. I mean, we get the fact that, obviously Cricket South Africa financially, like, most businesses currently right now, it is about trying to get the kitty a bit full. One would say, though, I mean, if a small town like Pietermaritzburg, if Pietermaritzburg says we are going to eye out the Pink ODI, the municipality, the city manager, they put the coins together, they put up the best bid, as it were. Surely this means that there's a new face to the game, a new fan to the game, where cricket doesn't usually get played, or international cricket for that matter. So it can't really be a bad thing, is it?
If you look at it that side as well, as I said, there's a bad side to it and there's also a good side to it. It puts everyone on a level pegging, if I may put it that way. Like you said, whoever's got the best bid, obviously with the financial muscle, that will work in terms of trying to tip that one over. But at the moment, as soon as they specify the model and how they're going to go about this throughout, that's when maybe we will have indications on how this is going to go. Because a lot of people are going to say, hang on a second, you're talking about municipalities, that's taxpayers' money. Yeah. Then it becomes, as we know, that's the first cry when people are hearing that municipality or a certain municipality is going to have a certain event, then such cries come as well. So where is that money going? How did you come out and be able to bid with such huge amounts? We're lacking these resources and all of that. But I tend to agree with you on that side, as you said, that it's going to help and expose quite a lot of other towns as well. I mean, can you imagine? England are coming here for 4 test matches, and it's starting right now. That's what Cricket South Africa are planning. To have a test match in a venue where it doesn't normally host a test match.
Yeah. Speaking about test matches and cricket and England coming, the approach is currently out against Sri Lanka. You in Durban, speak to us. There's more cricket to be played, in particular with that World Cup coming up, and it begins, right now in earnest anyway. 2-0 up against Sri Lanka so far?
Yes, a 2-0 against Sri Lanka. We've got about 3 games to go, Tabi. So that's another problem for perhaps Otis Gibson, if he has the right mix, if he thinks that he's got the right 11, maybe he won't have the headaches that we as spectators see at the moment, that there are frailties, especially in that middle lower order batting, where South Africa can't seem to be getting runs, especially if the top 6 doesn't perform. And that is what they're probably trying to search for. But in my opinion, I just think Otis Gibson's got perhaps the right 15 at the moment in his head, and the selectors, of course, and just waiting to announce on the day.
Yeah. Let's move away from cricket for a little bit, Mluleki. I know that you are a cricket fundi. We spoke earlier about the new franchise, the consortium of businesses that took rugby, Eastern Cape, I nearly said Sharks, not the Sharks, but the Kings. Speak to us about the game in your part of the world. Exciting times ahead, in particular because we know the past couple of years there was financial cries in particular with the franchise, but it looks like that could be a thing of the past, in particular for next season.
Yes, they'll be able to buy quality players too, and I think they were probably a couple of seasons, even though they were still competing in Super Rugby, they were left for all of the remains, where probably the unwanted players or the players that have been released by other unions as well. Now they can compete against the top unions like Lions, like the Stormers, the Sharks, and all others as well. So I'm expecting quite a lot of players that were or left in 2013 and then applying their trades elsewhere to perhaps come back if they still think that they've got what it takes. It's good to see that there is a financial muscle, as you said, black-owned franchise, and that's a first as well. So we just hope that it will grow strength by strength as time goes.
Mluleki Ntsabo speaking to us from Durban. Thank you very much indeed. Remember, join Mluleki Ntsabo and the team at SABC Sports and 3 live at the cricket down in Durban. They'll be bringing you the 3rd ODI against Sri Lanka. They'll be live on our sister channel, SABC 3. Let's give us some rugby news.